Hey, what's up everyone? It's your good friend Eric Thompson. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to find real estate clients. Hey, if this is your first time here to the channel, a big warm welcome to you. Welcome to the channel. Please subscribe, hit that red button that says subscribe so that you get videos just like this one that will help you out. Now let's make sure that I do help you out. Okay, so how do you find real estate clients? That's a question that I hear a lot from my realtor friends, and the way I'm gonna do this, the way I'm gonna show you how to find real estate clients is by showing you the process that clients go through to find you. Okay, so let's look at how the consumer, how the client finds their realtor in the first place. This is gonna show you how to find clients. Okay, so every year, the National Association of Realtors, they produce what's called their profile of home buyers and sellers. Okay, so they survey thousands of recent sellers and recent buyers to uncover all kinds of information. And so this is a summary of one of the key pieces of information that they ask of recent sellers. Okay, so we're gonna focus on sellers in this video. Turns out that the process that buyers go through is pretty much the same. So these people are asked, the survey respondents are asked all kinds of questions, including, so how did you pick your realtor? Okay, so NAR asked them, just curious, so how did you pick your realtor? They give them all kinds of choices, all kinds of different selections. So these are the ones here that rise to the top, okay? So 36% of all recent sellers said that they picked their realtor based on a referral, all right? So just over a third say that that realtor was referred by a friend, by a relative, by a coworker, a colleague, a neighbor, something like that. It was a referral. Another 27% say that they picked the realtor because it was their previous realtor. So keep in mind, again, these are sellers asked this question. 27% said, well, it was the realtor that I used before. Now, this on its own is super instructive, right? Isn't this very telling? Can't we learn a lot from that? Can't we see that there's all kinds of opportunity? Isn't it interesting that only 27% of these people are using the realtor that they used before? Now, I do understand that oftentimes people move to a whole different area, whole different region, a whole different state, and they don't have the chance to work with the same one. But a lot of people stay local. A lot of people move up or move down locally, and yet only 27%. So as you think about your past clients, people that you've helped before, are you doing a good job of staying in touch with them? And then another 5% say that the realtor that they picked was referred by another realtor. So there we go. These are people that have moved to a brand new region, a new state, a new area, and they're asking the realtor that they used before, hey, can you help me find a realtor in my new location? So if you were to add these up, these add up to 68%, okay? So 68% of all consumers are picking the realtor based on what? Based on a relationship. Okay, so these are all relationship-based answers. Now, all the other answers comprise the other 32%, all right? So again, this is these three total. Just those three alone total up to 68%. Then there's a whole different category that really is called other. All right, so other would make up the other 32%. So down here are things like they went to a website. So we can suppose that that's a website like Zillow or like Realtor.com. They went to a website like that. Only 5% of sellers pick the realtor from a place like that. 5% pick the realtor because of some cold outbound campaign by that agent that would look like a cold email, outbound cold phone calls, just 5%. And then 3% it was because of some kind of farming program, right? So some kind of mail campaign, direct mail campaign into a neighborhood, only 3%. So here's the deal. These are like two different ponds to fish in. Which pond are you choosing to fish in? It turns out there are many more fish up here in this pond. Up here in the relationship pond, this is like a cold pond, okay? So these are cold relationships. These are warm relationships up here. So a relationship-based approach, it turns out, is gonna give you much higher odds of success. You're gonna see a higher rate of return. It's much easier, my friends, to fish in this pond up here as opposed to this pond down here. So I see a lot of people wasting their time, spinning their wheels, getting distracted, believing that the answer lives somewhere down here in this pond, but this is a tough place to be. This is very challenging. It takes a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of resources. It takes a whole different approach as opposed to just working with people, connecting with people that you already know. So what would happen if you got really good at connecting with your current relationships? What would happen if you became even better at staying connected to people that you've helped in the past? What would happen if you became much better at connecting with your fellow realtors from all over the country to nurture referrals from them and also to build terrific relationships, terrific professional relationships? What would happen? Well, what would happen is you would be fishing in a pond with very, very high odds of success. So then I always get asked, okay, so what should I do, Eric? I see that this is the better place to be. I see that there's a higher rate of return. This is going to be more fun, more effective. I'm going to get results quicker. I see that this is where I want to be, but how do I connect with these people? Well, this is what I would ask of you. This is what I get you to think about, okay? So I get you to think about what would be valuable to these people, okay? What might be valuable to them? What would make them really pleasantly happy because they're receiving this sort of connection or this sort of information from you? And then the last thing to ask is this: what sort of questions do they have? Even the person that maybe isn't ready to sell their home yet, what kind of questions are on their mind based on everything that's happening in the market, the news that they're reading, the things that they're seeing on television, the conversations they're having with their friends and their coworkers and their neighbors. Based on those kind of questions, what can I do to answer those questions? What can I do to make those people happy? What can I do to really add a whole lot of value to these three groups of people? It's so easy. So easy to do that, whether it's face-to-face, live, whether it's by text or email or on the phone, a handwritten note, something you send in the mail, something on social media, all kinds of different ways to do this, all kinds of different ways to approach, but just ask these three questions. What would be valuable? What would make them happy? What's a question that they have that I could answer for them? And you will be attracting business from this group of people. This is the pond you want to fish in. Okay, my friends, I hope that this video helped you. If it did, please like it. Also, hit the red button, subscribe, all right? That really helps me out, plus it will help you because it makes sure that you get videos just like this as soon as they are released. Thank you so much for watching this video. I so appreciate it. I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.